Today, we are diving into the world of one of the most enchanting mythical creatures of all time, the unicorn. Often seen as a symbol of purity, grace, and magic, unicorns have fascinated humanity for thousands of years. But what is the true story behind these majestic creatures? And how did they become such iconic symbols in cultures around the world? Stay tuned to uncover the mystery of the unicorn. Unicorns have a surprisingly long history. The earliest written references to unicorns date back to around 400 BCE, in ancient India and Greece. The Greek historian Ctesias described a creature resembling a unicorn, based on travelers' accounts from Persia. But even before that, unicorn-like creatures appeared in ancient Mesopotamian art, and later in Chinese mythology, with the qilin, a peaceful, unicorn-like beast that brings prosperity. Interestingly, the idea of a single-horned creature also appears in ancient Roman texts, where it was believed to have healing properties. But what do unicorns represent? In many stories, unicorns are linked to purity and innocence. This idea can be traced back to European medieval texts, where unicorns could only be captured by a virgin. It became a symbol of the Holy Spirit in Christian art, often depicted alongside the Virgin Mary. In Asia, the unicorn or qilin is more benevolent, symbolizing good fortune and peace. Unicorns have often been tied to royalty too. During the medieval period, unicorn horns, believed to be magical, were sold as rare and powerful relics, sometimes for exorbitant prices. Now, let's look at some theories about where the unicorn myth may have originated. Many historians believe that the unicorn legend might be based on real animals. The narwhal, for instance, is an Arctic whale with a long, spiraled tooth that resembles a unicorn horn. In medieval times, narwhal horns were often sold as unicorn horns due to their rarity and resemblance. Another theory is that the extinct Elasmotherium, a large prehistoric rhinoceros species with a single horn, may have inspired some of the unicorn legends. Ancient travelers might have come across their fossils and created stories around these incredible creatures. One of the oldest and most persistent rumors about unicorns is that their horns, also called alicorns, possess magical abilities. In medieval Europe, it was believed that unicorn horns could purify poisoned water, heal diseases, and even act as an antidote to poison. This myth led to a lucrative trade in unicorn horns, which were often the tusks of narwhals. Royals and nobles would pay enormous sums for these horns, hoping to harness their supposed power. A well-known myth from medieval times says that unicorns, wild and untamable, could only be lured and captured by a virgin. This story was used to symbolize purity and innocence, as it was believed that unicorns were drawn to the virtuous. Many medieval artworks depict this scene, with a unicorn lying peacefully in the lap of a maiden. Some modern folklore suggests that unicorns might still exist in remote and untouched parts of the world, like deep forests or unexplored mountainous regions. This belief is fueled by stories and occasional sightings, often perpetuated by cryptozoologists who search for creatures not officially documented by science. While there is no scientific evidence to support this, the myth keeps the legend of unicorns alive. Another rumor is that unicorns are based on misidentified real animals, such as the Indian rhinoceros or oryx, both of which have horns. In some cases, it's believed that travelers to distant lands described animals unfamiliar to them in exaggerated ways, leading to the creation of the unicorn myth. In the Middle Ages and Renaissance, possessing unicorn artifacts became a sign of wealth and power. These horns, bones, and even unicorn cups, often narwhal tusks, were sought after by the rich and powerful. It was believed that drinking from a unicorn horn would protect against poison, which was a significant concern for royalty who feared being assassinated. Fast forward to the present day, and unicorns are everywhere. They become symbols of fantasy and magic in movies, TV shows, and even commercial products. From children's cartoons to epic fantasy stories like The Last Unicorn and Harry Potter, unicorns remain beloved icons of wonder and imagination. Their presence in modern culture keeps evolving, whether it's in books, fashion, or even the internet meme culture. But why are we still so captivated by this myth? There's a fascinating intersection between unicorn myths and real-world animals. While unicorns remain creatures of fantasy, the idea of powerful, unique creatures with horns exists in our natural world. From the narwhal, with its striking tusk, to the oryx antelope, whose long, thin horns might have inspired ancient unicorn stories, nature offers its own form of unicorn-like majesty. This blend of the fantastical with the natural world makes unicorns especially fascinating as mythical animals. The unicorn has become more than just a mythical creature. It's a symbol of hope, purity, and the fantastical unknown. Whether rooted in ancient legends or appearing in modern pop culture, the unicorn continues to inspire imagination across generations. And who knows, maybe, somewhere out there, a creature as magical as a unicorn really does exist. Let me know your thought in comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into mythical creatures and fascinating stories from the animal kingdom.